Oh, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been forever since we've done one of these. I don't even remember. It had to have been like mid Zero Chill, yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Maybe beginning start of Zero Chill, maybe. I don't know. It's been. I feel like it's been like a month since we've jumped in and chatted. So we thought now would probably be a good time before we get the Super Bowl program and an overall boost to catch up. And honestly, I just kind of missed hanging out with these two guys for a minute. But you guys know it. Gentlemen, how are we? How have we been for the past, like, well, let's say month?
Honestly, pretty good, man. Lots of like that has happened. I know the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl again, which is gross.
Gross.
But honestly, rooting for the Chiefs to win because I hate the Niners. So you got a fan this weekend in me, or next weekend, sorry, I should say. And yeah, Madden's been kind of, I don't know, quiet. I feel like there's been things to do. Just for me, just like a kind of step back a little bit from Ultimate Team. So I don't know, but other than that, it's been good.
Good, good.
Yeah, I've kind of ventured in, like Adam said, I've kind of taken I've taken a little bit step back from Madden Ultimate Team. Ventured into some other games, kind of just enjoyed, I don't know, outside of Madden Ultimate Team a little bit the past few weeks. So market's still been very, very like fun and engaging. I would actually say, especially this past week, there's been a lot to do going to an overall boost and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I feel like there's been maybe a little bit of like reasons we haven't done a one step ahead in a little bit. So it's
Right,
good to be back. I just want to like it like Kay said. I just want to like it's good to just talk to you guys again.
Oh, yeah.
right, right. Yeah,
Talking about
yeah, yeah.
Mark.
Same. It's been a while. I missed it. All right, so let's start off. Everybody's going to be here to ask a bunch of market questions, pick our brains a little bit. Even if we're not in Ultimate Team as much, I know myself have been spending hours a day in Pal World, and now I'm fully addicted to Suicide Squad. So solo player season is upon us, or at least co-op season is upon us. I think the reason we haven't done a show in a while is there's been a lot going on, but it's the exact same thing.
I think that's the thing, right? Like,
Right.
It's all like, oh, this is new, but it's not really
Not
new.
new.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't hate it though.
No. It makes everything really predictable and very
Right.
easy to
Yeah.
manage. So I don't have to be on the game constantly waiting for something to happen because we know like what the deal is. Like
Right.
like I don't know, we're probably before we even get to it, we'll probably all have a bunch of 92s in our binder right now. I assume.
Like 70. Yeah, a little bit. Couple.
It's like we kind of know the routine now. So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
very easy to prep now.
And I feel like everybody does, right? Even like the sets that would go away and then come back for the playoff, the BND players, like those were just insanity to like, hey, you can go buy training for whatever and roll. And just like, I feel like the last like 2 months of Madden, if you jumped in and you were just learning how to make coins, it's never been easier to close your eyes, smash your head against your controller and be like, oh, cool, I made 4 million coins today. Weird. I like it. It's boring. It can be boring anyway. But I think this is probably the best time for guys that think that you have to spend a ton of time on the market to make coins, or it's difficult and it's hard to get into. This has been the most convenient and easiest way to be like, oh, that all makes sense. And then we're going to do the exact same thing in 2 days when Super Bowl program drops and we get the overall boost again. And then I'm sure there'll be some other wrinkle at some point, not just, hey, buy 89s and 92s and then, for 100 and then sell them for 150 3 days later. We'll see what else they add in. I want to phrase this. Okay, so in terms of the coin making and market stuff as a whole, I can't decide if this is the best or worst year ever. I know we're getting towards the tail end. It's almost February. I think it's a good fair overall guess of the game as a whole, outside of gameplay, which is what it is. It's great for a minute, then miserable the next.
I just hate the replayability. I think
okay,
is my biggest issue this year. Like the replayability in the menus. I think this is like. I'm not saying it's not easy to make coins because it is. It really is. It's very simple. But I feel like I'm on the game for a little bit, do what I need to do, and then I'm off. I don't need to sit there and roll like packs all day to like make coins, or like remember we had the glitch last year with the Campus Heroes. I was like on the game so much, like that was fun. Like you had a really good chance of making coins, like by just like opening packs and hanging out. feels like that's gone this year. Like every time you open a pack, you're losing like 75%. You're like, well, that sucks. I lost like I legit lost 12 million coins this week alone
Yeah,
because I was
Kenny
just like
spend it.
messing around.
Kenny has
Yeah.
literally gone to every Madden stream and told
Oh, I bet he
everybody
is. Yeah.
individually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, I'm not worried about it because I'll make it back. But at the same time, it's like I don't really want to even go and do it. You know? Does that
Yeah.
make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's weird.
Yeah, Joe, I know you've switched over and doing a lot of FIFA, and you're having a very different experience there, menu wise. Can you fill us in on what's different, and what, like, not to like, this isn't like a bitch session, but like, what could Madden take away down the road that would increase the engagement level? My whole thing is, it's not even like how to make coins, because that's we're always going to know how to do. We're always going to learn how to do that. But what's something they could do that could increase the engagement level outside of gameplay?
No, yeah, I separate, like, to me now, I think I've learned this. Like, there's gameplay, right? And there's menu. I separate market and menus. Market to me is like the strictly making coins business.
Mm-hmm.
Menus to me is like opening up packs, opening up rerolls, doing sets, completing like objectives or the field pass. That part of Madden is in the mud right now. Market's been good. I would argue, like, you asked, like, is this the worst or best year of the market? This is one of the best years of the market, at least in the first half of the year, because there was like a lot of different stuff you were doing. Yeah, it got a little bit repetitive, but I mean, some of the best ways to make coins this year were like were the wrinkles in the market, right? With
Mm-hmm.
some diamonds and stuff like that, with like the Sunday cover athlete stuff. It was like awesome to make coins. The menus though, it's night and day. Like it's just there's nothing really to do. Like I try to hop on. It's like what am I like? This is the question I would ask people. If you were asked to make 1,000,000 coins on Madden without having to buy a card on the market or play a game, how would you do it? Or not necessarily buy a card on the game, buy a card to then resell on the market. You could buy a card, use it in a set. You could buy a card, quick sell it for training or to reroll. How would you go about making 1,000,000 coins? You're making 100,000 coins because you can't. Like everything in the game is designed for you to lose and for you to lose massively. FIFA's entire structure is a lot different. They encourage, the community loves the untradeable aspect, or the BND aspect of FIFA.
Really?
Partially that, yeah, they love the BND because it just means you don't have you have. But the big thing with FIFA compared to Madden is their cards on FIFA have a lot more longevity than Madden.
Right.
Madden
That's the key thing
cards, and this is, you got to think this is from EA's design, because it makes people constantly have to upgrade their team, and cards crash in price. I mean, look at CJ Stroud. He was 3-4 million. Now he's 1.5 million.
Right.
And he's going to probably go down even further Thursday when we get the quarterback. I'm not going to leak the player that's been kind of revealed in the menu, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But like, we're going to get another quarterback, and all those Steve McNair, CJ Stroud's going to go down. FIFA has a really good system of, like, people value untradeable cards, and it makes it there's a lot more variation of what you could do to like earn them. They also do a great job of everything you earn from like their version. They have a season pass and they have objectives as well. They don't have individual field passes, but they have like objectives that like come out when a promo comes out and stuff. And they do a great job of every reward you get from that objective is something that everybody has value for. Where I feel like in Madden, the field pass is very the cards they give you for not only like the seasonal field passes, but the promo field passes are very, as well as solo challenges, very meh. Like, no, like, I'm sorry, but a lot of people don't want a 91 overall BND hero. Also, another thing that Madden does way different than FIFA, with their untradeable system, you can use untradeable cards in their version of sets, or they call it SBCs. Madden,
Like that.
if you're a BND, you have no use. You have a trading
Right.
quick sell that is like 1/10 of the value, and that's it. But whereas Madden pushes people away when they're in the menus, as your lights are going off, Madden pushes people away from menus, right? You open up now packs. If you open packs with coins on FIFA, you're gonna get killed too. But FIFA also, through doing sets and SBCs, they give you packs. That is unheard of
Right.
in
Right.
Madden. We haven't had that in years. They give you not only sellable, like packs that you can get that are sellable, but they give you packs that are unsellable, and the unsellable ones are usually a bit better. But back to that point, the untradeable or unsellable packs in FIFA actually have a lot of value because you can constantly take those cards you get, put them in different SBCs or sets, and just constantly that rinse and repeat cycle just goes on and on and on and on. And then I would say the last point we talked about this pre-stream. The other thing with like the stuff you get in FIFA via packs or SBCs is they have upside. Everything in Madden is 1 + 1 equals 1.5 via sets. Like you put in 591 overalls, you get a 94 overall. You put in 286 overalls, you get 188 overall. There's no upside or excitement when opening up packs. Everything is just an overall. Whereas in FIFA, you would say you have the potential, the excitement, the upside of pulling something that is really, really, really good in every pack. And it kind of adds to that, that's where that degenerative, like pack addict comes in. I don't know how anybody in Madden can be addicted to packs with how boring and stale they are.
So
There's
bad.
nothing, the only exciting cards you can pull in packs are LTDs.
Yeah.
Everything else is training discard, and it's just like, there's nothing
Right.
exciting. Like
Yeah.
that's the part that gets me is like, I don't know how people get addicted to opening packs in Madden because they're so boring. They were exciting back in Madden 12, 13, 25, 15,
Sure,
etc.
yeah.
When you could pull high-end cards, like pulling a flashback from a set back in FIFA, Madden 15. Like that's really exciting to open. You
Right,
get
right.
butterflies.
So
It's-
what about so like what
Why is the
would
lighting
it
so
be like something like obviously we talked about this I think pre-show as well, like adding like just different sets in the game where you can have like that plus factor, right? Like something more. And like would you be all that mad if they brought back say not no BND but Nat? Can't auction them, but you could put them into like other maybe non-auctionable sets? Like just like almost like FIFA, or would that still be like kind of like but like you have a chance at pulling a plus?
I think
mean,
those two combined, right? Like,
okay,
sorry, I didn't
right?
mean to cut you off, but like if
No,
you're
go
good,
ahead.
you're good.
if there's two, like, so both of those factors combined could be, I think, would change the game to such a massive degree, right? So let's say the BNDs went to nats that can go into sets, right? Already a big win, right? So now that 91 hero that you get for like the smaller field passes, the smaller programs, like the 1 week off, you know, they don't give you a champion for that. It's only 5 cards total, but they give you, the hero card. If that can go into a set, okay, still sucks, right? It's still, I don't say sucks. At a minimum, what you did, you made the champion 1/5 cheaper if you grind everything out, right? That's a win for everybody. So that 91's not just used, and I'm quick selling it for, pennies on the dollar for training. But then on top of it, if the sets, like you said, if we had some brought back, because we get very, very few, I think we only had 2 of them all year, but the plus sets where, throw in some stuff.
Plus
and you
sets
get,
that aren't a complete ripoff because
right,
they have
yes,
been, but
yeah,
they've been really, really like you have to throw in 20 cards
right,
sometimes
yeah,
to get an 82 plus. It's like
right. I said we talk about all the time the old baby legend sets where it was what, like 5 or 6, of like the lower tier legends for your shot at of whatever, anything, a 91 plus legend, right? If I throw in 7 87s and get a shot at a 91, if I get a 91, blows, right? I'm losing, whatever, 40%, 50% of what I put into it. But that chance to hit something good, that brings you in. That gives me something else to do. Yeah.
And you could constantly repeat and do it. I remember back in the day, Madden 15, me and my friends used to sit and snipe elite badges and the gold badges for a price to where if you opened up a flashback pack, if you were to pull the absolute worst, you wouldn't lose that much. You could just constantly keep doing it over and over again.
Exactly.
One thing I forgot to
Like,
mention,
FIFA,
that this is where everyone gets like the true addiction part of it. They have gamble packs. What I mean by gamble packs is you can do an SBC or a set for an icon. And that icon could be, it's going to be untradeable, of course. It's going to be really, really bad, but it could be really, really, really good. Like you could pull a card 5, 6, 10 million coins worth of value, and it costs you, 300K to do it. You could pull an icon that goes for 100K though.
Right.
But the gamble, we haven't had similar to what we got earlier this year with the training champion packs, kind of like that, where like you're gambling on pulling an LTD.
Right.
We haven't had the gamble packs in Madden in a long time. It was what made the flashback sets back in the day, Lost and Unbound, TD Barrett, those videos. I know everybody's seen them before.
Right.
That is like part of the Madden experience. I feel like that we are missing. And I think I've mentioned this before on stream. I want them to make the set champions not just choose whatever player you want, because a quarterback that's the best in the game, like Josh Allen a few weeks ago, I don't think should be the same set, not the same set requirements as an offensive lineman.
I get you.
I want them to make it random, man, because that gives variation
Yeah.
into the value if you pull a good playoff card or a bad playoff card. And then I think it adds more to the packs, where
I
if you
get
pull a Josh Allen, it's worth a good amount more than pulling like a Jared Goff.
Man, I love that and hate that so much at the same time. It's
Yes,
unbelievable.
it's very
Yeah.
polarizing. It's very, because we've had this for so long where
Yeah.
you just put in the same
Whoever you
5
want.
cards and you choose the champion you want. And I would like it to be, there's variations. I would like them to have one where it's a random sellable one.
Mhm.
And then I would also like you to put in, and they used to do this, you put in a few less cards, but you get a random B&D one.
Right.
I would like to see, I want that back personally. I want to have more packs where I get butterflies when I'm going to open them.
Yeah.
Because I don't get that anymore on Madden.
Right.
I don't get that anymore.
Yeah, you get those maybe if you end up getting like one of the bundles or 92 plus pack like we're gonna get for the MCS stream. You're like, okay, maybe I get something great out of this, but you're right, it's so rare because if I open up all my AK packs like I do, like maybe I'll get a limited, but the chances are so slim, and
it's just the overalls.
Yeah.
You pull you pull a 94 overall for the most part, 400, 450K. There's no. The player and how good the card is or how rare the card is doesn't actually matter when I don't know how to explain, but you say back in the day, like pulling a Patrick Peterson team of the week was different than pulling just an average Joe team of the week. Even if they were the same overall, Pat Pete was always worth way more because
right.
It just
or even like this weekend for on Thursday, like if I pull Cam Chancellor, I'm gonna be way more excited than if I get lineman. You know what I mean? Like there's a different level, and they're gonna both be 600K.
They're both
doesn't matter.
Mainly the same price. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, God, I'm on both sides of that fence. So heavy, it's ridiculous.
I like the accessibility of picking who you want. So
yes,
like
100%.
It's annoying because I know for the casual player who just log on, they want to do like that. I want this card. I don't want to be sitting here trying to open this pack 8 times to get the player I want. So I get that aspect of it, which is an L. But then also, it's not exciting. But there's got to be like a better way, a balance, right?
And I don't know if this is the answer, but I deep down think it is. I do think we have to at some point get rid of training, because training, we all love it because it makes us a ton of coins. Let's be honest. It is the backbone of making coins. Using training or using training discard as kind of a bottom line to where you can buy a card from, they won't move on that mark. But training also upholds the prices of those same cards, where there's no tiers of different cards you want to buy at. Like Jared Goff and Josh Allen, you would say they're going to be pretty much the same price because they're the same overall, they're the same set requirement. When someone goes to build a team, why would they ever choose Jared Goff over Josh Allen if they're remotely the same price? If training were to go away, or that training minimum threshold, or just the price threshold went away, and you add in, I would not say the gamble packs, but if you add in the gamble packs and the more common players or the worst players you pull out of it are a lot cheaper, you have more of a different level of players. You have I would like to think you have the budget player get added back into the game. There used to be cards back in the day that were really high overall. They were just really, really cheap because they were super common the way you acquired them, or maybe they weren't that good. But it added to where imagine Jared 94 overall, Jared Goff was 100K, and 94 overall Josh Allen was 500K, and then CJ Stroud, let's just say hypothetically CJ Stroud was 1 million coins. You would then have to ask yourself, is it worth it to, pay for Josh Allen at 500K, or can I just go with the budget option of Jared Goff? Now, he's not as good, but there's more of a price discrepancy between the two, whereas now, and this also factors in, I would say, you feel like everyone's not running the same team, but the meta cards, everyone's running them. Why? Because of the same price as all the other cards. Why would you actively choose a way worse card when it's only 50K more to get the best version of like the best player at their possession.
Right.
Whereas if maybe that card was 300 or 400K cheaper and was like a true budget, like really, really cheap, you then have to question like, oh, is it really worth it
Hmm.
to maybe I do settle with the budget version for a little bit until I
Yeah.
upgrade to the best
Yeah,
version.
yeah.
It's a huge argument.
Man, that
It's
is some
So-
big brain shit, Joe.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
it really is. It
Yeah,
really
you gotta
is.
be thinking there. I'm not gonna say I
Interesting.
love the idea yet because I need to like digest that. But what would I guess do they every card have like a quick sell value? Like,
I mean,
what
the
would, how
cards
that
used
would-
to
how would-
have like pretty much no pixel value
They-
back in the day.
it was coins. They,
Bro,
Bro,
they
cards used to
sold
come
pixel
out,
for
and if
coins.
they garbage, they were going for dirt cheap.
Right.
It's not like every single these weekly wildcard players that came out last week,
so bad.
they were awful, but they still had to go for 350, 400K. Like, imagine if those cards dropped, they were awful and no one wanted them, and they were going for like 100, 150K.
Right. Yeah. Why not?
Then they become like, oh, I
can
actually
grab
might
that.
want them on my team because they're that cheap.
Right.
The
Right.
problem is right now is every card has to go for a minimum price, and since all the sets are the same, the best players are going to be going for the same price as the shit players as long as it's the same
Do you
overall.
think that is one of the outside of pack odds, which we know are not great? But I will argue that point that it's not pack odds that are making prices for cards expensive. Do you think it's this? Because every card is the same price, right? And the only ones like limiteds have
Limiteds are the only unique. They're
the only unique
market.
piece. Yeah. And I looked.
Yep.
So Megatron is a 2 million coin wide receiver who at one point I looked on the auction house when he was being pulled, and there were over 100 on the Xbox auction house at one given time. That is absurd for a limit. That tells me he's not rare. In fact, I went on Mutt.gg. I went to the number of players. 25% of every single squad in Ultimate Team right now has Megatron on their team. That is by far the biggest margin of any player at any position is Megatron at 25%. And he's still at 2 million coins. Do you think it's because of his abilities? And because every other receiver's damn near exactly the same. And he's the only one that's different.
Cams, right?
Yeah.
All the cams get
Right. That's it. He's the only one that's different. Everybody else is exactly the same at the exact same price point. Right. So the only one that's different ends up being literally 5 times more expensive.
Yeah. So again, I don't think yes. I think pack odds are still an issue. Yes, but I think what Joe was saying, like the fact that like it's all the same stuff.
Right. Yeah. I think it all factors into it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. There's no movement there. So yeah.
It also just feels like
Interesting.
it feels like we're almost repeating the same, like we're just going, just like what's it called, Groundhog Day. Like we're just going through the same. Like promo comes out, new cards come out, they're all 600K.
Right.
Like later, they're 400K. The
Yeah.
new cards are 600K, and it kind of
Right.
just goes. It just is. It's a repeatable cycle over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I
Easy.
just, it's hard,
Being
man.
honest.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
It's you know what the funny part is with this? So it feels like this feels like Halo to me. And I'll explain. So Halo 1 and 2 I thought were amazing. Halo 1 it was great, right? Halo 2 came out, they added in some stuff like this is even better. Halo 3 came out, they added in a lot more stuff. I was like, "Oh, I hate this." Sometimes I feel like games every year add in more and more stuff. We add this, we add this, we add this, we add this. And then it gets to the point of like, "Hey, can we go like back like 4 or 5 steps?" And
That's
if
what
you
we're
take
asking
like
for at this point.
yeah, if that's what it feels like. It feels like we're like, okay, if we got rid of training and if we go back to the old way of how we had some of this stuff, and some of that might just be nostalgia on how like, you know, when we started playing, we said like Mutt 15, 16, 17, more like, hey, that was like the prime times things were a bit more fun. It was more engaging, I feel like. Maybe it's just us because we were younger and more impressionable and more, you know, easy for us to get lost in some stuff. But I do think there is a lot of value sometimes in like, I don't know. There's a bigger dynamic if we go back to the way it is. Like I said, now it's super easy.
I just think we need a big change. That's like my thing. I think we're stuck in a rut right now. The whole system they have, the ecosystem of Mutt, the past, you would say truly the past 2 years, but even if we go back ever since they implemented training, like we've just been in these same, it feels like there's like jokes like, oh, we're playing the same game over and over again. Like it truly feels like this year, like every week, it's the same. I don't know. I think we need a
really
bomb. I think we need a bombshell for a new MUT, and if that is taking away training to completely change the dynamic of everything we do in MUT, then and training benefits me. Like I think benefits all of us. Like
Yeah, of
training's our
course.
safety
It's the
blanket.
easiest
Like
way. It's the
Yeah.
easiest way to make
we
coins.
could have training in the game forever, and they could not like change the values of it and stuff, and we could have the same content for the next 10 years, and like we'll be fine, we'll be good. But
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a really valid point. I mean, what we made coins before there was training. You're gonna make coins again. It's not. It just made it easy. So now there's like a number. I have a a training ratio number. I'm like, this is at 3.5. That's good value, right? You can.
Exactly.
There's a definitive number that I can do a simple equation like if it's good or value or not. Where like you said, if it goes back to, man, I'm
Training
still.
has its positives. Like
It
training
sure does.
holds-
Yep, absolutely.
adds
But
value to pack. You would say you would add like a minimum value to packs that
Sure.
you open, so you don't get
Yep.
completely screwed.
they could always
also
set
taps
that
the
back up
upside.
though by adding in the old sets. Like you said, those plus sets. Or even like, dare I say, token sets. Like those were, to me, those were the good days. Those were the amazing, the token era of like the MUT Master and needing those. Like to me, that was prime MUT. Like, and I can already hear it though. Like if training ever goes away, you're gonna get the absolute pitchforks and torches out that EA's trying to screw us and they don't want us to make coins, because for some people they think that the only way they've ever made coins in MUT was rolling TVPs, even though we told them they were horrible from the start, and they didn't believe us for 5 months. But sure. But,
Here's the thing. Like,
yeah.
how about like rerolls? Like I don't like at this point, rerolls are garbage. Like I guess.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I lied.
Oh, yeah.
The playoff rerolls have been nice just because of that one set that updates every Tuesday.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, when
Wednesday.
85s go from 3,000 to 25 to
Yeah,
20,000,
it
yeah,
made
then
that-
it's fun.
it made
Yeah,
that-
right.
Made that fun. At least you didn't like lose your entire coin stack. Like
Right.
I still ended up like losing a bit, but then winning, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But like honestly, at this point, like who's having fun with rerolls this year? Who's
The thing with
who's
training,
open to reroll and be like, I love this.
What's
Yeah.
the point of training now? Generally, what's the point of training?
No,
Because
training was
ability.
viable when we had to power up cards. Since then, it's been largely useless and just an alternate currency that was unnecessary.
Like realistically, they could just make it to where if you add abilities, it's just coins. If you open a reroll, it's coins. There's
Shit.
no real.
Yeah, they did it with the
Yeah,
zero,
there is.
the stuffing,
I
stocking
wonder-
stuffers.
I wonder if EA realizes like training doesn't really have a purpose anymore, and they
I think
might
they
take
do.
it away.
Yeah, I think they see it on the wall for sure. I mean, with the stocking stuffers, eventually you upgrade them with coins. It worked. It was fine. There's no issues. And I mean, they work the same way as training. Like coins have less value over time anyway, or more value, however you want to look at it. You can buy more with less coins. So you know what I mean? Like that value still shifts the same way that training does.
If you take out the rerolls, the training reroll, like what's the use of training?
None. Yeah.
Other than, like,
Zero.
Powering up like your abilities, like that's
Yeah.
literally
Listen,
it right now.
the mystery
Just
packs
use-
can be fun. Like on next week, they can be fun, which I'm not opening, by the way. I'm going to transition into what's
need
coming.
content.
What's
need
coming
thoughts.
next? Just because I only have like 10 minutes and I got to get out.
You got an
Um,
overall boost. You got an overall boost on
We're
Thursday.
yapping.
yeah, overall boost on Thursday. So
Okay, okay.
Fredzilla came in and popped in with a brilliant idea. So I'm gonna roll probably 500k worth of mystery packs, and then I'm gonna sit on them until honors come out in 2 weeks.
You know what's funny though? You're not gonna pull any of those cards from those packs.
How about you shut up, Adam, and stop ruining my fun? I know
think I
that.
pulled LTD
I
from
know
those
that, and you
packs.
know that. But whatever. I think I'm gonna save it all. We both know that. Shut up. Stop.
But right? Tell me one person who's pulling a LTD from a mystery pack.
I don't
From
know
one of
that
those
they're in
random
there. I
mystery
honest to
packs,
God
it's a-
don't even know if they're in
Starly.
there. Yeah. I really not
Anyways,
sure
sorry,
they're
I
in
don't wanna
there.
ruin your-
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
ruin it, but
Yeah. No, I'm 100% with you, and I've had that thought already. Yeah, I don't know.
Fun,
Yeah, Chris,
fun,
out of that
fun
whole
thing.
that argument there though, of EA's just money hungry for what though? Like, what are they putting in the game that you need to buy with cash? Very often you can't, bro. Like very often you can't buy anything with cash. Like you're just out. That's it. We got that argument a lot during Zero Chill. Like, oh, they just want your money. I'm like, you can't buy anything with cash. You couldn't buy presents with money. That
No.
argument is sometimes out the window.
sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes just designed a different way. And coins have, like we talked about before, have never been easier to make. I can tell you for the next 3 months, almost down to the day, what to buy and when and for how much. I can look down literally for the next 3 months into the future and plan out and tell you, hey, probably during this week, you're going to load up on 93s for under 100,000. And then 28 days later, hey, you should probably buy 94s at under 100,000. And then you're going to sell them for 150. And then 28 days later, you're probably going to buy 95s for under 100,000. It's a fucking rinse and repeat. You can make millions of coins right now with your eyes closed and your hands tied behind your fucking back, smashing your controller with your fucking nose. This is the easiest it's ever been. But anyway,
I'm bored.
I know, yeah, it's boring. It is boring. It is boring. But at the same, I don't mind like opening up everything. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. We'll open up all the packs because I'll just make 7 million coins tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
If I want to spend the time to do it, it's just right there. But okay, so let's talk about like future content stuff real quick. Because we are getting short out. We got Super Bowl on Thursday, 2 weeks of it. Yeah. Yep. Short program. Should probably be really good players. The 99 MVP is gonna suck. Always does. Especially if it's Mahomes. Always, because his cards always suck. Mahomes cards always suck.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're just terrible. I don't know why.
They do the custom release for him, and it is
right.
Awful.
Yeah, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game for stupid amounts of time, and he's just not a good mutt card. And then honors rolls out usually the week after Super Bowl, which will be a bunch of limiteds that are going to be crazy ass expensive unless they do something different. I wouldn't be surprised. What are the odds they rock honors in a similar fashion to? It's probably gonna be cover athletes, yeah. Special pack, maybe a chance to pull a cover or a honors card.
They'll definitely have honors like a 50-50.
Right. Okay. So we definitely anticipate that.
Sunday.
ULs
maybe
will be like that following.
Years will be
yeah. Then ULs come out.
Will be that Saturday.
Yep.
Week after the
Team
Super
of the
Bowl
Year in March.
What's that? We're from mid-March.
And sometimes we get team of the, for some reason we get Team of the Year in March.
I mean that happened last year. Every other year it's been like
happened again though.
Mid-February. Are we getting it again in March?
No,
well, it has to. There's no voting yet.
There has to. No, Team of the Year.
I hope they don't.
Before that was mid-January.
Yeah,
we've already passed the time.
That's true. That's true. I know, but the season's longer now. Football lasts longer now. Yeah, no, I'm
repeats of honors, so
that's true. Yeah. Am I the only one that despises community voting in MUT?
It's always the same thing though.
I don't know why they should rig it, man.
Right? Can we actually do that? Can they actually just stop letting the community vote? It's horrible. They prove it every year. Every year.
I get the engagement for it, but just at that point, just let us engage.
I get it too. Yeah. Can they just lie? Can we just
saying rig it?
Yeah. Okay.
Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Okay. I'm glad. All of chat's on board. All I've seen is I hate voting. Get rid of voting. I'm so happy everybody's on board.
The voting's fun. Like when they announce it, it's cool to see the nominees, but like have voting, have people vote
for 5 seconds until somebody puts out their script to vote 10,000 times in 5 minutes. Then it's just miserable. But yeah, they just need to rig it. Like, oh yeah, those are all deemed invalid votes. Like, what? The government can do it. Why can't EA? That's I hope so. It's shown every time. Every year, the best golden tickets are the dev design ones. Once in a random time, we'll get like, hey, that guy actually knew what he was doing. But the dev design golden tickets are almost always the best ones anyway.
I'm not even looking forward to golden tickets. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I honestly, it's lost the appeal to me over the last like.
Yeah, we'll see what they add in. Maybe it'll be something fun.
Hopefully, they do something cool this year. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a new weekly program now. Towards the end of the year, like after Easter, it's like the new weekly program.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah. All right, cool. And then we got MCS stuff tonight. Hope you all got your auto drop shit locked and loaded, ready to go. Lots this week though, right? Like 3 straight MCS events. Need your tokens this time again.
I like that they're giving us. I do like that fact that they're giving us a chance to catch up if you miss some.
Yeah,
people
that's
miss
cool.
One.
That is great.
Right.
People miss two. Like that's cool. And they'll probably. I feel like they'll also throw in like a paid pack like they did last year if you miss an extra one. I think they'll do that too.
Oh, the only
I wouldn't mind if I don't mind if they do that. No, wait, no, sorry, am I wrong? They gave you you could buy the Madden Bowl champion, right?
You could buy the opposite Madden Bowl champion last year because the champion was
right. I lied. Okay.
Oh yeah, the other one that didn't get made. Yeah. Okay, that was right. Miss JT, no, you're not cooked. So that's what we're talking about, Gramps. They're gonna give you enough tokens where if you missed a previous Madden Bowl,
you can only get one
MCS Bowl. Yeah, you can get one bonus one,
and then you get one bonus one if you missed it.
Yeah. So you're good.
So you have to watch. That means you have to watch all 3 days, the entire time, pretty
Yes.
much. So
Yeah, exclamation point auto on the Twitch chat, and you guys can pull up a link to a Chrome extension that as long as the stream is open, it will auto claim the drops for you. Just throwing it out there. Don't miss those. You're definitely gonna want those. There it is. Yeah, add that in. I use it for everything. It's absolutely clutch. Because I have to leave. I have somewhere to be in an hour, so I'm not going to be here for the start of it. So 100% I'm loading up the channel before I leave the house, and then hopefully it's all good to go by the time I get back home.
Totally. All right, so we got, what do we got? Super Bowl?
Yeah.
This week? And sorry, I guess we already know who the cards are for the most part.
Yeah, I don't want to say who they all are, but if you guys check when you log in to Madden, all the players are on a video in the background as you're.
I don't know why they do. They've done that every promo.
I don't know.
Why do that?
I don't know.
Why? Just drop it after the content drops.
Right, like we all know it's out already. Right? Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter this time now because like you can't like prep for it in a way where like you can make coins with their power ups. Right? We don't have those anymore, so it's like
yeah, but like
I feel like at this point, why don't do it?
Spoils the fun. Like
that's true. I mean, there still could be one or two more hidden things they didn't reveal yet, but everything else is pretty. It's pretty easy to spot.
Tell me in the Discord. Who's the quarterback on Thursday? I don't think I've seen it.
It's old school Redskins quarterback.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now. Doug Williams. There you go. Yeah, Doug Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Who I know nothing about, so I don't know what type of quarterback he is. We'll see. It all depends on what stack he gets, like everybody else this year.
He's more. He was more like a pocket passer, but knowing EA, they gave Tua Tagovailoa 90+ speed, so he'll have 95 speed.
That's true. Yeah,
you know,
that could be a thing.
The same. They give everyone 90+ speed as a quarterback, so he'll have 93 speed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about it. That's cool. Whatever. New guys.
This is the first time he's been in MUT though in a hot minute. I don't think this is the first time ever he's actually been in MUT, so that'll be really cool.
Dude, some of these players like Dante Whitner coming in and Icky, awesome cards.
Yeah, where were these like earlier?
Yeah,
dude, it feels like they just like, oh, we got new budget, man. We got new funding. Let's go pick up some new legends for the new year, and now we're getting them.
Yeah, I don't know. I never expected new players in February, right? That we haven't had yet in the year.
Especially after we got like barely any in December.
Right, we had like 3 ad reads out in 6 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I guess we just have a lower number this year. But yeah, Icky's awesome too, by the way. That card's fucking amazeballs. Having so much fun with some of these cards, and even I really like the change to McNair. However you want to run, if you want to run backyard quarterback and hot route master, you can. If you want to run set feet lead gunslinger and how you can, however you want to play quarterback, you can with the same card. Finally, we haven't had that in a while. Yeah, should be fun. Oh, he had a Black History Month card last year. In 19. Okay, cool. That's still been a while. It's 2024. That was a long time ago.
No, that's like 5 years ago.
That was a long time ago. 2019 is a long time ago. Pre-COVID is a different world, man. That doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, they didn't give him the Icky Shuffle Dance. That's super sad. I really I got him immediately. Went and scored a touchdown with him. I was like, damn it. Just nothing extra. I think Vic's still the only one with his own signature celebration. Feels bad. What else we got? Anything else for we? Unfortunately, this has to be short tonight because I got to run out. But we'll. I think we should pick this back up and do this again more often soon.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I'm down to do one next Tuesday.
But no, I think like, are you guys finding the AKA Cruise a little bit beneficial with coins? I've been finding it a little bit. If anyone does like build the 91s beforehand, sell them as quick as possible. Worked like the last AKA stuff.
So yeah, the AKA Cruise is really good. Yeah, good point. I forgot to bring those up. They're completely fucking backwards. You buy them on Monday and then you sell them off on like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when they double in price again. So those are, I did not this week, knowing that like overall boost, I don't trust anything on an overall boost week.
It's hard to go into last week. Like if you get bad champions, you get screwed over.
Right. Yeah, so I held off. Like I was watching like Wild Man at like 300 for a minute. I'm like, do I just buy a couple? I'm like, no, I'll just hold off and wait. And even Hester got down to 400 and then 20 minutes later back up to like 520. I'm like, God damn it. But I think going next week for sure. Monday, I think I'm going to be buying a ton of stuff. Maybe not next week. Because they'll be brand new and they'll all be 600K again for the 95s. But we'll see. Every limited so far has gone to 2 million though. Both the first 2 limiteds have gone to 2 million.
They're good.
Yeah. And I don't know yet about McNair, right? He's down to like 1.1 early, a million flat earlier today. I don't know that he doubles up to 2. I guess it depends on what Williams looks like.
I don't think Williams is going to be an LTD, so why won't McNair be better than him?
That's true.
They're
It's
both
true.
95. I
Also,
don't know.
I don't know if Super Bowl players get playoff chems. That'll be massive to find out tomorrow. If they do it almost like how they had, I'm hoping it's like Zero Chill and Ghosts, where like they'll also like the Super Bowl guys get playoff chems, but also ×3 Super Bowl chems or times, however the hell they want to run it. Because there's only fucking 12 players, so you can't field the full squad that way between the both weeks. Looking at 12 champions anyway. I'm hoping that Super Bowl is set up like Ghosts, where they'll get, if they get playoff chems, like we're set, right? If they bump up playoff chems, like, hey, if you get 70, you get +3 speed, which would be insanity, but also make everybody lose their fucking minds again. Which I'm all for. They're crazy this year, right? I want them gone more than ever before. More than ever before, I want chemistry's gone out of the game. I think people are finally on board with me. I've been saying it for 5 years, and y'all all looked me like I was absolutely freaking nuts, and now finally like, oh shit, these are actually kind of dumb now. Can we get rid of this? Yeah, take that, nerds. You're finally on track. Team chems suck. Want them gone forever. Yeah, technically technically Super Bowl still playoffs. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of living on that. So hopefully it works. All right, last chance. Anything else?
I think that was it.
All right, cool.
Get out of here, so.
Yeah, I gotta run. I have, like I said, 9-year-old basketball game that I have to go sit through here in a minute. But peeps, we appreciate the hell you guys for tuning in and watching. We'll try to do this again more often again. I'm sure all of us will be on streaming and talking MUT stuff here in the next couple days for all content stuff. Except Joe, you can catch him on the foot streets.
I'll be live on Thursday.
Okay, cool.
I'm stacking mystery packs. We'll have packs open.
Okay, right on. Oh yeah.
Thursday. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. Gentlemen, as always, appreciate you guys. And we will catch up again soon.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.